Oh, you guys, we found out Trick is still in love with Joy, but unfortunately, you got to sit back and watch her move on with Brisco.
We don't move at the same speed, can't be noise. Oh yeah.
Hey, what it is, you guys? Your girl Gigi is right back at it. We're gonna be talking about Love and Hip Hop Miami this time. Y'all, this episode honestly just goes to show how much VH1 spent all this time promoting Joseline Hernandez's ass, only for her to show up in the episode on a goddamn, television screen talking about PremaPIGGY, hi bitch, I'm here in Miami, and came out with a goddamn pork roast like it was a goddamn luau in Hawaii. But we're gonna get into all that. First, you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and this is your first time tuning into your girl. Let me welcome you to Big What's Up. Oh, and real quick, let me do a real announcement. I got flagged, my nigga. Like, you guys, they gave me a good old copyright on my last Daily Squeeze episode, and I announced in that episode the winner of my giveaway, which was I'm sorry, your name is Rochelle Perry. So Rochelle Perry, drop down in the comments and let's get in contact so I can send you your appreciation gift so I can give it to you, my girl. You are the winner. I'm sorry I don't know if you saw it yet or what, but them hoes copyrighted me good, took my shit down. I don't even know what to think about right now. All right, so y'all, let's not waste no time. Let's get into Love and Hip Hop Miami. So basically, the episode opens up with good old Brisco's coming home party, and we see Emjay has had enough of Julian. He's over. First of all, you a bad manager. Second of all, you've been caught in a lot of lies, looking like you've been stealing from Trina. And third of all, why my woman tell me you tried to slide up on the bed when you was drunk in Cali, my nigga? Like, he's been holding that in. Now, we see Amara is on the side having a panic attack. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't feel good. And Prima Donna's over there like, can we get medic? Like, and MJ was over there letting Julian have it. And you could tell Julian was kind of like, oh snap. Like, oh snap. Okay. I obviously he didn't want that to get out. So Amara told MJ that like in private, and I'm sure she was wanting him to keep that like that way. We saw kind of later on in the episode. But as a boyfriend, if I hear yeah, your manager tried to, have a drunk night and you try to get at my woman, like every time I see you, like we gonna have a problem, because now I know in the back of your head there's some type of interest in my woman, or you feel like she might owe you for you getting her off the streets. I kind of feel like Julian definitely likes to have the power play, and we see later on when she tried to go to the lawyer to get a clean break, he definitely is grimy, as Trina is saying. But nonetheless, let's move on to the situation with Suki and Hood Brat and Nikki Natural. So basically, Hood Brat and her goddamn spider leg eyelashes, her eyelashes get on my nerves, you guys. Let me tell y'all, women who get these big ass eyelashes, they're not cute. They look like big ass fans on the top of y'all's eyelids. I swear, every time you close your eyes, it causes a tornado. Like, the shit is too big. It's not cute. But she tells Sukiyana, because they're close, I guess, closer than her and Nikki Natural, because they did a flashback of her at the bar, telling Hoodbrat that she thinks she did the best out of everybody at the audition. Could no bitch stand up to her. She's like, oh, well, my friend Suki was there. You did better than her. She like, yeah, her too. So she goes back and tell Suki that, and of course she wants to get mad, like, oh my God, like, bitch, I can understand, you supposed to feel like you the best, but don't be trying to drag nobody else down. So she got to confront her. So Shay, Nikki Natural, and Brisco were kind of at the table, and Suki walks up and was on 10, like already there, and was bringing up like, oh, so now you want to tell me you did better than me at the audition, and why you trying to bash me on all that type of stuff. Now Shay's on the side, and she was kind of at first like mediating, but then shit went left, and now why are Shay and Suki fighting? Shay got a piece of Suki's little, ragtag fishnet outfit, tore the little edge off, talking about, I got you, I had bitch, like cheap outfit. And Suki, y'all, she killed me with that puss ass hoe. I'd have called Animal Control your puss ass. Like, y'all, that junk is so funny when she talk like that, because it is so Miami ghetto ratchet. Shay, you starting to act like Bucky. You acting like Bucky. I'm gonna need you to start acting like Shay now. You need to be on your grown woman-ish. And honestly, I feel like she just started a problem with Suki, because now that her and Amara La Negro broke up, she ain't got nobody else to record with. Like, she's stuck. She up Shit's Creek right now, because we know she need the money. So that fight breaks up, and Nikki Natural, we see, actually ends up taking Sukiyana's phone. So after that, we see Prima Donna and Miami Tip. They talk about the night and everything, and how Suki's still going on doing the ratchet ways, and Miami And Tip doesn't want her to keep doing that because, you know, she's going to be her manager now, wants her to have a better career. I don't know how I feel about Tip being a manager. I just don't know. Do I feel like she would be better than Julian in some ways because she is a lot more honest? You can tell Tip ain't with the bullshit. And she has been in, you know, the entertainer or whoever the influencer's shoes. So she knows how it feels to like get jerked around. So I feel like she's a little more honest in that aspect. But if you don't know the business, like it will really like F you over. But nonetheless, you know, Prima Donna's like, yeah, like dang, like that Sukiyana, like we got a handful with her. So then they start talking about after that, Tip is kind of feeling some type of way that Prima Donna kind of like left her in the dust when she, you know, kind of got a little bit of money, started making her bags. And for Prima Donna, it was kind of like, dang, like once I started making my money and stuff like that, I just need to go and keep, you know, pushing it. And she's like, whoever was like left in the past just was like left there. And Tip's like, I feel like we kind of have a relationship that's better than that, like for you to just leave me. And if I was Tip, I would kind of feel that way too. Like if we close just because you start making some money or you kind of start, you know, getting out there, like I get wanting to grow and, you know, continue pushing for your bag and everything. But like, it ain't gonna kill you to shoot me a text every now and then just to see how I'm doing. Or if you back in town, like, hey bitch, let's go get something to eat or let's go shop. Like, I don't think that's too much to ask for. But you know, they kind of squashed that beef out. So then we see Amara La Negra and Emjay talking. And Emjay's talking to her obviously about the Julian thing. She's like, why did you say that? Like, now Julian's gonna be mad at me. Oh my God, you know I told you that in private. And he's like, Julian's gonna be mad at you. This nigga got you brainwashed. Why you worry about why he care? You calling me, telling me my woman, he drunk, rolled up in your bed. Like, I'm gonna have to see you, my nigga. And she's like, I don't know what to do. He's like, look, this is what's going on. Now, I love MJ's enthusiasm about, you know, being protective of his woman and stuff. But sometimes it do be coming off a little too bit merch. Like, it be coming off a little bit merch. I ain't gonna lie. But nonetheless, he does have her best interest at heart because he's like, Julian ain't doing nothing for you. So what we gonna do next? Take our ass to the lawyer and we gonna get this stuff figured out. And Amara's like, okay. But she's like, oh my God, Julian's gonna be so mad at me. Like, when she said that, I was kind of like, dang, like, why are you worried about this nigga? Like, he ain't doing nothing for you. And you can kind of tell Amara La Negra just one of those people who are loyal to a fault. She gets guilted very easily. And I can appreciate that MJ is kind of that other side of her that needs to be harsh and to the point and stand up for herself. He helps her do that. So they end up going to the lawyer and actually see basically Amara's ass up till Sunday when it comes to this contract because Julian put in there, you try to leave me, I get your masters, And Amara's like, wait, like, Julian, you're supposed to be my friend. Like, you know what I've been through. I do everything. Like, we supposed to, look, it ain't no friends in business. Julian, let's show her real quick. Yeah, bitch, aha. You gonna be stuck with me forever. In the words of Cardi B, forever. Forever. I had to wait for the camera to zoom in and get it right. Forever. You stuck with Julian. Now, masters, if y'all don't know, is very important because that's how artists make their money. Through distributing, licensing, masters. If you ain't got your masters, you ain't got nothing. So you gonna have to figure out, like, is it worth, you know, whatever music you got in the vault to stay with him? Or do you just drop it and just go to somebody else and just take that jump? And Amara, I'm trying to tell you, girl, leave Julian's ass alone. Because like as Trina said, once I'm done with him, ain't nobody gonna want to touch him. And if the fact that he's even willing to do that to you and he say he's wanting to help you and all that type of stuff, he's in it for the money. He ain't in it because he really like appreciates you and wants to see you win. He all in it for himself. He a grimy ass dude. So we see Shay and Nicki Natural talk. Camera, come on. We see Shay and Nicki Natural talk. Shay, you're gonna miss me with this bullshit. Oh, I like Nicki. I feel like people misunderstand her. You know, I'm always rooting for the underdog because I've kind of been there before. Whatever, okay. But we see Nicki Natural, this bitch got 3 kids. So you celibate, like, we still on the celibate story. I'm not saying that you can't be celibate after 3 kids, but if you got 3 kids by, you know, 3 different niggas, it's very obvious that, you know, that logic ain't being put to practice. So they're playing basketball and stuff, and she's talking about, yeah, I give birth to kings. So they get on, of course, on Sukiana, and Shay's like, yeah, I appreciate how she was coming at you, and she was all in this rah-rah stuff, and that's why I got that bitch thing, and she pulled out her damn outfit like it was a souvenir. So Nikki's like, bitch, I got a souvenir too. I got that whole phone. And what are you gonna do with it though? What are you supposed to do with her phone? Like, I'm confused. Now we see Sukiana realize her phone is missing when she goes to talk to Miami at the little shellfish place. The way she walks in though, you guys, she walks in with no goddamn coof about herself. She walks in an establishment and she is loud so people like know her. But if you that bitch, you just walk into a room and your presence gets people attention. You ain't gotta get people attention by walking into talking, what's up, puss assholes? Like, even Miami Tip was looking at her like, you could tell she was kind of loud. Don't do it, like, please, no. And she like sit down, the dude's like, hey, get here the menu. Oh, you got a girlfriend? Like, she just extra all the time. And I feel like she got this persona on 24/7, and it's not, I'm not vibing with it, you guys. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not vibing with it. So Tip obviously tells her, like, girl, you in this fight, and you and Nikki Natural, like, we can't be doing this. And she's like, nah, I tried to be professional with that bitch, talk to her about how she feel. I get you an entertainer, but you need to understand, like, you ain't gotta put me down the process. You can feel like you all that. And she's like, cool, but like, you gotta be growner than that. Like, you trying to build your stuff, your music and everything. Y'all, am I tripping, or did it look like Tip upper lip got stung by a wasp? Like, I ain't liking whoever did her lips, they botched them. I'm sorry. Like, she got Botox to the max. Like, her cheeks look bigger. Her top lip is looking like it's about to touch her nose. I love you, Tip, but you need to dissolve some of it. It's not cute. So let's talk about good old Trick, because Trick and Joy have a moment because she wants to see him win, be in love, happy. She takes her like kids or nephew or something over to see his kids and stuff like that. And they get to talking, and she's kind of like, what's up with you and Nikki? He like, man, F Nikki, I'm done with that little immature ass bitch, he ain't with her no more. All she is trouble, trouble, trouble. Duh, we could have guessed that in the beginning, my nigga. But she's like, well, what kind of woman do you want? He does this, just look in the mirror, Joy. And it's like, oh, come on, Trick. Like, damn, this is why the divorce ain't going on. Now Joy's like, oh, he postponed the divorce. I thought just because of the money. It's because this fool's still in love with me. And Joy, I really do like, they do have that chemistry. You can just tell they really do got love for each other. But Trick, you're gonna have to move on. Like, Joy's ready to go. She with Brisco, they kind of vibing. I do like them together. They kind of cute and all. And you can just tell Polo Trick hard. Like, it's gonna take a real woman to just get him off of Joy. And they hold the hand. She like, come on, let's go in. He like, oh, don't touch me with them soft hands. Like, he was killing me. Don't touch me with them soft hands. You know what that do to me. But then like, Polo Trick, Polo Ting Ting, your heart, Polo heart. So speaking of Brisco, he actually go to talk to Trick and tell him about him and Joy, vibing, talking and stuff, and the whole Nikki Natural situation. And he's like, I want to clear the air. And he's like, man, don't worry about it. We good. Nikki Natural, I'm not even with her no more. Joy, I want to see her happy. If that's just what's going on, like, there ain't no problem. Cool. So now Brisco and Joy can kind of move on, and, keep it pushing. So what happened after that? I think we see... is this when Prima Donna has a little party? So yeah, Prima Donna has her little, party because she's doing like waist training season. She's doing a goddamn crock pot even. And everybody's showing up. Miami Tip walked in the building. Everybody look at her like, damn. And all of a sudden, Prima's on stage and this big old dump truck backs up. Beep, beep. And we see a screen, like a projector come up. Joseline asked her about, hey, PremaPIGGY. Like, welcome to Miami. I need to show you up in Miami. All this type of stuff. And it's like, damn, Joseline. Her antics. She want to say that she ain't all like that. Actually, she went to go talk to Trina. And she went to talk to Trina and Joy. And the minute Trina mentioned Prima Donna's name, she thought, oh, PremaPIGGY, that's you. I don't fuck with that whole, I don't fuck with her. And even Joy was like, wait a minute. Like, did I miss something? Joy was like, And Trina's like, why don't you like her? What's going on? I just don't like that bitch, And honestly, what did happen? Can you guys drop in the comments and tell me what happened between these two heifers? I'm confused, like, where the beef is coming from. But nonetheless, she said she got something in store for that hoe, and yes, she did. She come with that truck, So Prima Donna's like, go ahead then, bitch, I ain't scared. Walk over to the truck, and a whole ass pig come out like it's a goddamn luau at the 4th of July in Hawaii. The pig come out with a roast apple in his mouth and everything. And everybody's like, ooh. Everybody's like, dang, like, come on, Joseline. Like, you ain't outgrown none of your childish ways yet. And VH1 is paying you for all this madness. And if you ask me, basically what happened is they heard Joseline was back in Miami for doing Joseline's Cabaret. Y'all let me know, guys, if you've watched that. I'm trying to tune in. I haven't got a chance to watch it yet, but I hear, you know, all the ratchetness and all woo child, the ghetto. It is entertaining everybody. But nonetheless, it's like, oh, while she's out Miami, let's get her to do a couple of cameos, you know, cause a couple of scenes and dip. And that's what they paid her for. But they gave us this whole promotion, you know, before the season started, as if she was really going to be giving us a big storyline and involved in everything. Like VH1, like, y'all really y'all tried to pull the wool over our eyes with this one. And now I'm seeing exactly what y'all did. Y'all paid Joseline to come start some shit and leave. That's what y'all did. But nonetheless, that's where the episode ends. And so you guys tell me what you think. Do you think Joy and Brisco would actually be a great couple? How do you feel about Trick admitting that he's still in love with Trina? And as far as Suki Anna goes, or Hood Brat, oh, we gotta talk about Hood Brat. She went to go see her niece and nephew, you guys. That was such a sweet scene. Y'all, she's talking to them about obviously her sister committing suicide and wanting to take care of them. And her niece was like, oh, you're gonna cry. Like, y'all, it was so sweet. But as of right now, her older sister is kind of taking care of them more until she can get more financially stable. And she actually goes to see Brisco at the studio and talks about that. Like, this opportunity with Trina, you know, to be on tour with her, she wants to take serious. And Brisco wants to be there to help her. Now, I think Brisco had a rap career before he went in, or like a producing career. And I feel like he might got some talent. He looks like he does this shit for real. And they both kind of vibed on dealing with a lot of struggles, him leaving his kids to go to jail, and her having to work all these jobs to help take care of her niece and nephew. And I really do like Hood Brat's story, and can very understand that she's doing this for real. Like, this is not just some, you know, certain whim moment. And I can't stand when it's obvious that a girl just picked up, oh, I love music, I want to do music all of a sudden because her ass is too lazy to go to college and get a real job. And she's hoping that some rich nigga is going to pick her up off her feet one day. Like, but nonetheless, you guys, yeah, all that happened on Miami. I don't know which one is boring me more, Miami or loving Hip Hop New York. I just don't know. But thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, catch me on Twitter at GGDog0321, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.